There we go. There we go. What's up, everybody? I'm Starfish, and sorry for the delay. I was having issues outputting to YouTube, so I had to fix that. Hope everyone's doing well. I've been working on a cool project. I've been making some YouTube videos where it's like, what if this character had all the keys? So like Resident Evil 3, what if Jill started the game with all the keys? And you kind of break the sequence of the game. So I really have been wanting to do this for Resident Evil Code Veronica, but there isn't a PC version, and there isn't really any good trainers I could find that like let you pop in any item that you want into the game. Until now, because I've been able to make a very primitive one that you can modify your inventory. You can put any weapon in the game. You can put any key in the game, and it's really sick. This is like, I've had to do a couple of updates because it would put an item in the inventory and then wouldn't properly change. Like if you put the shotgun in your inventory and then you change it to assault rifle, it would still stick with the shotgun. It was kind of goofy, but I think I got it sorted out well enough now where it's decent enough for sure. But yeah, if you're into classic Resident Evil and you like watching things like this where we're breaking the sequence and doing a little bit of modding, this is the right place for you. All right. From time to time, I'll show the tool and what it looks like. Like here's a quick look at it. Pretty basic. Just lets you modify the inventory and such. Yeah, so what I've been working on is the first iron gate, like right through this door. Let's get the controller working again. Make sure we got some gameplay and sound. There we go. So this door here, and I just made a full screen, so let me fix that real quick. There we go. And this is the PlayStation 2 version, by the way. This was the easiest to make a tool for, and it's one disc instead of two, so it was just easy to mess with. Alright, but just a quick demo here. So for example, I have the special alloy emblem. I could give myself the shotgun. There you go. So if you're ever wondering what it's like to have, and let me make it infinite. What it's like to have a shotgun in the beginning of the game. Oh, until you get bit. I suck at CVX, but... So, in general, like, it's been fun being able to manipulate the inventory like this. Like what it feels like to have a damn Magnum at the beginning of the game. And what I found really interesting is just, like... what this feels like. Having a damn assault rifle for... Or, sorry, the sniper rifle. Like, having the sniper rifle at the beginning of the game feels insane. There's, like, something I kind of missed or wanted with this game all along was just like being able to have all the weapons earlier on, or to keep them on the way through. But my main interest with having the trainer is to be able to like give yourself keys and just see how you can get through the game easily. And I'm going to reset in a minute because I'm testing this out. But I started by giving myself this plate here that you put into the door to unlock it, the non-metallic version, and it doesn't let me use the plate. So I had to figure out like what is the game looking for that allows me to finally use that plate? What's the minimum things I have to do to be able to unlock this door? And from what I've seen, you definitely have to go and talk to Steve and power the shutter on and grab the fire extinguisher. Like, I know that for sure. And I think you might have to, like, inspect the fire with the extinguisher. So right now, I'm just going to kind of experiment with that and just see, like, what's the minimum things you have to do to make this happen. So we'll find out together. But it's pretty damn interesting. Alright, so let's reset the game. Do a little reset.
Resident Evil.
It's cool though what you can do. Like, I'm always thinking that if you start to mess around with your items and give yourself items before you're supposed to have them, that the game's just gonna crash. But like, I was able to give myself the hemostatic medicine and just literally give it right to this dude here. I'm blanking on his name right now. But all I had to do was exit the room, give myself the hemostat, re-enter, and he gives you the lockpick. So there's certain things you can do that really don't bother the game. All right, so right off the rip, let's give ourselves the Magnum. And let's give ourselves the... I want to see... Oh, well, the padlock key. For sure. Then you can skip the whole little dog sequence. Here. And then... let's give ourselves the... This is where I don't know, like, if we need the... if we have to make the metal or not. So, well, let's give ourselves the fire extinguisher. Yeah. Because I did test earlier that you can use it on the fire immediately, but and it will turn into an empty extinguisher, but the fire doesn't physically go out. But I did notice, like, when we are able to use the hawk emblem to unlock the big iron door, zombies appear in that area. So once I notice that zombies are in that area, then I know I can use the emblem. So it's like, what's the minimum things you have to do in this beginning sequence to make those zombies show up, for example? So I'm going to start with putting the fire out. And getting the fire extinguisher. And it's crazy too, like you'll start to, like you put the fire out, for example, or you use the fire extinguisher, but the fire doesn't go out. Just insane having a Magnum at the beginning of the game. So fire's still there, right? So it's like it's and the extinguisher is empty. So it took the item, but it's definitely some flag that doesn't put the fire out. But the game's been incredibly stable. Just the minimum screwing around I've done with it. And there was one test where I had full inventory and he wasn't able to give me the gun, and that was cool. That reminded me of like the acid round skip in Resident Evil 1. But yo, like we can immediately unlock this. And no dog cutscenes. So I thought that was pretty cool right off the rip. Oh, hello. I love that they can lean against the walls like that. So let's do the whole, like, talk to Steve, power it up, go to the shutter, get the fire extinguisher, and see if that's enough.
Please deposit any metallic items you have in the security box.
And if that's not enough, maybe we have to run the machine that makes the emblem, because that triggers the zombies to break through. Ideally, in these situations, like it's awesome when you can just give yourself the key and just go through the game as quickly as possible. Like RE3 was pretty damn good with that. RE2, Leon A was good. Claire A sucked. RE1 was fine. The most fine, honestly. But I would think that like a later game like Code Veronica would be pickier about having to follow things in a certain order. Okay. So I'm thinking we have to get the fire extinguisher. I definitely realized that because I experimented with opening the shutter and leaving the fire extinguisher, and it doesn't move to the next flag or mark that flag as complete. So if we go out to this main area and there's zombies out there, then we know that the criteria has been met. I used the fire extinguisher at the beginning of the game on the fire. Yeah, okay. So grabbing the fire extinguisher seems to be what makes that happen. So now let's get the emblem. Emblem. And it's the special alloy. There we go. So I know that if the zombies are out here, then we can use it. So for this, I use the fire extinguisher at the beginning of the game on the fire. Fire doesn't go out, but it changes my extinguisher from full to empty. And then I switched this to open. Or, sorry, I went and collected the fire extinguisher. So next I'm wondering, like, can we use the captain's wheel without having to do the palace? Because ideally, you'd like to be able to just go right on the plane from here. once I get like the optimized route where I can find out the minimum I have to do. Although Antarctica, I'm like a little less sure about like what I'll have to do to get through. Oh. Also, I was testing. I didn't realize how shitty the shotgun was. Look, it wants to aim that way. Like, you're not supposed to have this gun here. Bro. Got him. Alright, so we'll go down and see if you can use the captain's wheel without having to do the Steve section. Is it called steering wheel? Yes. You can use it! Oh! That's a huge skip. I like it if there's not really a part you feel in the game when you can skip a big chunk of that. I was thinking like, I know you can go in and pick it up, but I think when you try to leave, it triggers the Steve cutscene. I should honestly be using the Lugers right now. Look at these slow guns. Alright, I'm gonna save state real quick. I'm feeling like we're getting deep in this game now with lots and lots of skips. If Yo, using the Lugers is crazy. We're using the Luger. It doesn't even look right in Claire's hands. We've always wanted to. I think using the Lugers and using the sniper rifle out here is just nuts. All right, so if we can put... Hold on. Oh, I don't have the lighter anymore. Yikes. Heap. We gotta give ourselves an herb real quick. Beep, beep, beep. Okay, yo, if we can... I'm shaking right now. If we can put these items, like, in here and get on the plane, that's gonna be nuts. I'm thinking it can't skip all that. Like, I know you could potentially get one of the emblems on the ground outside of the palace and put it in. Alright, there's one. This is gonna be amazing if we can pop this in here. Here we go, big moment. One. 2. And I'm gonna save state real quick because I want to try something. I want to see if you already have the bridge up. Oh, save state. Dang, it doesn't accept the last one. Shoot. So it doesn't take the last one, so that's probably the one that you get up in the palace, right? That's a buzzkill, but let's start messing around a little bit. Let's see if we can raise and lower the bridge before we actually get into the plane. I'm impressed though, like you can skip quite a big stretch of areas, but it's funny which ones that you can't. Like it even seemingly let me use that item, but it didn't take it out of my inventory. K402, is that what the key's called? See, I don't know what that... I don't know what all the items are called. That's definitely the bridge lever, so let's see if that works. I have a feeling it's... I'm surprised, like... A pleasant surprise is that the game is really good at handling, like... Oh, you're not supposed to have this item yet. The game doesn't just crash and become unplayable. It just doesn't really either let you use the item or kind of let you use it, but it doesn't disappear. We can raise the bridge, though. That might be the flag we need to do. Like, if we run in here, raise the bridge, make our way around. That wouldn't be so bad. Airport key. Is that the one for the shutter? Ooh, let's see if Claire can... I guess she would be able to use the lockpick if you had it. I guess this would be the airport key for sure. I'm gonna be amazed if that's all it took to have to put that key in there, but normally there'd be like a... There we go. As I say. This is not... You know what, though? This isn't the right song that's supposed to play here. This is from the battle game. So it's playing the wrong song.
The self-destruct system has been
Activated.
All personnel evacuate immediately. The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately. 5 minutes until detonation.
I'm amazed the game hasn't crashed at this point. Right as I...
will not allow you fools to escape. This is what you get for trying to oppose me. Now feel my revenge.
Feel my revenge.
Self-destruct system has been activated. All
I wonder if Claire can put the doorknob on the door that Chris usually deals with.
The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately.
At this... It's going to be interesting when we put the last proof in to get to the plane, though, because at this point in the game, that would have already been done, and you'd be on the plane. It's either going to not let us go or already be done. One shot, baby.
The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately.
Oops.
The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately. The self-destruct system has been
Yo, darling, I made a trainer so you can change any item in your inventory. So I literally skipped like just about everything in the game up to this point.
evacuate immediately.
The intro is still a little slow because I had to activate the shutter, grab the fire extinguisher, but other than that, I didn't have to do anything else.
The self-destruct system has been
I ran up, put the proofs in.
all personnel evacuate immediately.
I'm excited to see like how I can break the sequence of the game, what I can
All personnel evacuate.
what I can skip, what you can't skip. Can Claire do things that Chris is supposed to do?
The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately. The self-destruct
So at this
system
point, all 3
has
proofs are supposed to be in, but I was only able to put 2 out of 3 in. So see, like the bats are still out here and shit.
has been activated.
There's my 2.
Personnel evacuate immediately.
So hopefully it'll take this. Ah, see, I'm locked out.
The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately.
So we're gonna have to find out, like, what is it the game needs to see
Self-destruct system has
to be able to use the 3rd.
all personnel evacuate immediately. The self-destruct system has been
Dang.
activated. All personnel.
But we were able to skip all of the palace, go to the submarine. So let's go back a little bit. Let's go to... It's been very cool being able to use, like, any weapon in the game at any point. Like, being able to use the sniper rifle at the beginning of the game was nuts. So let's... I guess let's go get the proof from... Ah, shoot. I gotta go up. Let's go get the proof from the palace. What up, DPG? How you doing, bro? Experimenting with Code Veronica. Putting all the needed items into my inventory. And just... Right now, I'm just testing, like, what needs to be done. Yeah, Twitch is weird like that, man. I stream very inconsistently and at different times, so it's... I think it seems to push the notifications out better if you have a rhythm. How's everything looking and sounding, by the way? Yeah, it's exciting, man. All right, let's go to the palace and just roll in for the first time with all the needed keys. This is a huge detour, though. Like, it would have been clean as hell if we could just put all 3 proofs in the plane and get on. This is still going to require... Like, we had to do a little detour in the initial prison section to get the fire extinguisher. You don't have to use it, though. Oh, you like that? Yeah, I'm having fun. It was very cool to make this, like, tool. Alright, so, we need the replica Lugers, right? Or, I guess just the regular ones. Because you get the real Lugers, they're just empty, right? Boom, baby! I was gonna say, we haven't had to talk to Steve yet, but you do. You see him initially, and then you see him, when you gotta power on the shutter. Alright. What's this? Is it 1976? Is it always raining in this game, or does it, like, start at some point? What is this code? '71. 1971, baby. All right, let's roll up into this house like, yo, we got all the keys. Sometimes you don't have to do as much as you think. Like, my initial thought right now is you have to go up to the house and grab the proof, and that tells the game, okay, you did the thing. You did the thing. But sometimes it's like getting the key that got you there, or triggering a certain cutscene before that. Like, it's not always as simple as, like, you need to go grab the item that, and you're good. I did look at it a bit, yeah. It's almost got like that classic RPG feel, but with like a PS1 style graphic. Does that sound right? Well, that makes me feel special. Thank you. All right. I love like the weird PS1 style where the textures were always kind of moving and warbly. Wait, what's the... We need the jewels, right? The red jewel. Queen object red. Does that sound right? Do you think it would run on Windows 98? Or were you just being funny? Because when you were saying that, I thought it was like a vintage, like a classic game, but it's on Steam. Let's get the Magnum back. It's so cool shooting them with a Magnum. So is it actually like an old game that they just ported to Steam? Because it looked pretty... It did look like an older style game, but it looked like HD. This place was always so scary. Going through as a kid. This and the torture chamber area. Yo, go. It's good, man. I created this tool where you can put, like, any item in your inventory. So I'm just seeing what I'm able to skip and what you can't skip. How are you, dude? Alright, so normally this locks up. And you don't have the red ants at this time. So let's get the red ant object. We'll have to get some more Fortnite on the books. That'd be fun. Queen ant object red, right? And then... blue. Yeah, that was fun. Alright, and let me use the ant object without having to go through any of the gameplay. Take that. I was able to put 2 of the 3 airplane proofs in, and it wouldn't accept the third one. So I went all the way around, did the tyrant bit, and then I was hard locked in the game, so it wouldn't let me put the object in, and it wouldn't let me enter the plane. So I'm kind of taking a detour now to see, like, what do you have to do in the game to tell it that, like, okay, you have the third proof? Yeah, me too. And I enjoyed that we were able to, like, switch between the normal battle royal and then the... I forget what it's called, but, like, the one that's really quick. Alright, so are we able to... put this here. Yes. All right. So hopefully, by going up here and grabbing the proof, what's the item? Is it dragonfly? There's so many. I think it's that. That? This might be the one that Chris gets. Alright, so clearly not. That? There we go. So, silver dragonfly, pop it in. This is a massive detour than just going straight to the plane, but it is what it is. We can immediately put the other two proofs in the plane. Because I think once you grab this, that's what starts the music. When I went straight to the plane, raised the bridge, grabbed the airport key, and it started like the countdown timer thing. It was playing the wrong music. It was playing like the extreme battle mode music. So I already knew something was definitely off with how the game was functioning. So in this case, we went to the palace. I immediately used the Lugers. Whoa. This ain't good. We are out of the map. Because the... Oh. Because the bed never went down. Or I... No, it must have, because I... went up the ladder. And I'm willing to bet that we're too high for the door trigger. Well, goddamn. See, I don't have anything in the tool that says, like... There's nothing that, like, resets me in the room or moves me to the next room or anything like that. So what is it? I wonder if we have to go put the two proofs in and then go get the third one. No, because you don't have to do that in the game. All right, let's backtrack and go to the casino room. Let's backtrack a little bit here. I'm trying to think of what's normally supposed to happen when you get the ant objects. A silver key. Okay. Alright, so it lets us use the silver key. It's been very good about letting us use keys that we're not supposed to have yet. Piano roll. Alright, so it could be just that. Would have been really nice to be able to just put the army proofs in. I wonder if Claire can get to the Chris area with the electric tadpole thing. Okay, that's a good sign. When we just went straight here without getting the blue ants, that cutscene didn't play. Or maybe it did, I don't fucking know. One of the clear... Okay, and there's zombies here, good. Alright, so it seems like you have to do the piano roll. So if that's the case, once I get to the palace, I would just do this section.
Be focused, brother. Our enemy is only a little...
There we go. Because I guess you don't really have to do this. Red ant object. Alright, so... I have better hopes for this now that we won't get... We won't clip out of the room. Da-da-da-da-da-da. What is... Isn't Steve supposed to be here right now? Or does he show up when you come back down? Damn. I didn't look what that item was called. Is it this? Good. Well, let's see if that does the trick. Silver dragonfly, no wings. Fingers crossed that now we can grab this proof and not clip out of the room. Let's head downstairs and... I just don't remember the sequence when Steve's supposed to show up. Does he show up when you go down here? Nope. I had high hopes when we saw the zombies. Bum, bum, bum. Here, let me look at playthrough. Because I can't seem to get it to go to the next section. So after the cutscene plays where you see Alexia through the bedroom window. Which also, it's super weird to have windows in your bedroom. Nope. Then you do the music box. Ooh, you know what it could be? It could simply just be that I didn't grab the silver key. Because that makes the bed fall. I think that's exactly what it is. What up, Straw Hat? How you doing, bro? Man, it's been sick, like, just trying out different weapons early on in the game. Now I'm trying to figure out... I basically got stuck. At the airplane. It lets you put the first two proofs in, but not the third one that's upstairs in this house. So then, it did let me use the bridge handle, start the sequence, fight the tyrant, but when I got back to the plane, it didn't let me use the proof, and I couldn't get into the plane. So I was basically just stuck. Because the countdown timer had started. For the beginning section, in order to use the non-metallic Hawk emblem, I had to interact with Steve, power the shutter, pick up the fire extinguisher, and then I was able to use the emblem. So that's the flag for that section. And then for this next bit here, I'm basically just stuck trying to find out, like, what's the flag here to let you use that last emblem. What up, Zolo? So I'm thinking what the flag is for this section. You go to the palace. Yeah. But I even got stuck at this part. And I think it's because I didn't grab the silver key to make the bed fall. Yeah, it doesn't really look like Resident Evil, does it? Like, it looks like a good movie, and there's some Resident Evil stuff in it, but it doesn't look like a Resident Evil movie. But that's sort of always been the history of Resident Evil movies, you know? I'll go see it. Alright, so we'll pop the red ant object. Boom. And we should be good. So the routing for this now looks like, start up the game, grab the fire extinguisher. Yep, you're good, buddy. And then go through the big iron door. And then for this section, it looks like you have to go up to the palace and do this little part. And hopefully I can just grab the silver key, and that's what lets me continue to the next section here. What up, bro? It is cool to be able to show this process off live, you know, because when I end up making the video, I've already figured all this out. So you're just watching like the final product, and people wonder like, well, why did you go and do this section? If you have all the keys, why didn't you just go to that door instead where you needed to go? And it's because you have to, like, there's flags in the game that you have to mark in order to advance, or the game will not advance, or it'll crash, or you'll get stuck.
Keep focused, brother. Our enemy is only a little girl. Oh, why is...
You talking about the Nemesis, which Nemi playthrough? But yeah, I hope you guys like this. It's fun. Like, this is a different one for me because I actually had to make the tool in order to change your inventory. Oh, that was really fun, bro. So this one's really special to me because I had to make the fucking thing to be able to even do this. I'm not aware of another tool being out there for this. And once it's all working fine, I'll definitely put it out there so people can use it. The hacker. Wait, I think I'm good. Oh, I needed an herb. That's what. So it's definitely special to me. I've always wanted to like this game more. And this is definitely allowing me to experiment and appreciate it in a new way. Like, using the damn sniper rifle at the beginning of the game was sick, and the assault rifle. What you up to today, bro? That Nemi mod was definitely one of the sickest mods I've ever played. Just working, hell yeah. I went to Baltimore the other day to enjoy the harbor. That was fun. Look at the sailboats, eat some tacos on the water. See, last time I did this, Baltimore, yep. You know it. Aha, see? Oh, I get it now. Okay. I'm pretty sure what happened is I never grabbed the key, so the bed didn't lower. And then, when you go up, I didn't realize this, but you go down this ladder, because the thing rotates. I never caught that detail before, when I was normally playing the game. So I ended up just landing on top of this bed, and couldn't do anything but go up. I know, I didn't get the crab cakes, dude. Funny enough. I did the Titanic walk-through museum thing. I did have a beer at Hard Rock Cafe, but I should have went to Phillips. Although, I'm sure that's, like, sinful, because it's, like, there's probably some crazy seafood spots there that I don't know about. It was cool. I haven't been there in, God, I don't know how many years. 10, 15 years. Maybe more. It's funny, being from this area, everything is so fucking close, and I still bitch about it. Like, oh, a fucking hour to get to Baltimore? I'll just watch a Baltimore walkthrough on YouTube. 2 hours to get to the Statue of fucking Liberty? I'll just play Spider-Man. I got that Delaware time, bro. Like, if you're 15 minutes away, I might never see you again. Alright, we need the Dragonfly. I think this is the ticket now, baby. Man, I do need Straw Hat here, though, because he knows the game really well, like the sequence of it. So he probably would have been able to be like, oh, you have to grab the key to lower the bed. He's got a good sense for that. Because it's so obvious, but when I'm in the moment, it's just not. Alright, so fingers crossed this works. Yeah, we like going to a couple restaurants on the Chesapeake. Schaefer's, that's pretty cool. He's picking up his daughter right now. He was just here. He'll be back around. But I'm thinking that we're good after this, because I'm just going to put the other 2 proofs in my inventory. And then I think I'll start from the beginning and just, like, do an up to this point. I'm about to get the liner launcher and just blast the fucking tyrant off the damn helicopter. Dude, I never... Did you notice that, bro? Like, that you go up one of the bedrooms and you come down the other one? I never caught that detail. Please work, please work, please work, please work, please work, please work, please work. Yes! Okay. It was literally just because I didn't grab the fucking key. Boom, baby!
Hold it right there.
The sequence continues. Alright, and then I'm gonna save state. So far, in the very beginning, we have to grab the fire extinguisher to move on. In this, we have to... Well, I'm not done yet, but hypothetically, we have to go to the palace and grab the last proof. And then we'll see from there. Wait, can you just leave? My man's hiding up on top of the bed.
Again. Well, just in case.
I love these little side cutscenes that you could very easily miss if you just went right to the wig.
This must be...
God damn! Alright. Bro, what weapon do you think I should use? I'm thinking of going for the sniper rifle. Like, an obscure weapon that you wouldn't normally have at this point. Sniper rifle? Because we also could do, like... I think you can unlock the liner launcher to use in the regular playthrough, right? Like, if you get an S rank or something. I don't know for sure. But interesting ones are, like, the assault rifle would be cool here. The sniper rifle. Chris's handgun would be cool. The submachine guns would be cool. The golden Lugers would be sick. But I think a sniper rifle is the funniest. Because I don't know this game very well. Like, I don't think you can... I think once you pick up the sniper rifle, it goes to the Nosferatu fight, right? Like, there's no way of keeping the sniper rifle and using it, right? It's a good way to look at the game, too. Let's ride, baby. About to fight Tyrant with a sniper rifle 2 feet away. Then you got to use AI. Remove the crosshair. That's so sick, though. That you, it's amazing to me that the game doesn't just fucking break right now, because it was never designed to be used here, but I guess, like, it doesn't necessarily have to. Also, this game is so fucking dark. Like, you're literally here, and you can't see the end of the hallway. And then you go right here, and you can. I'm impressed. Like, so far I did this for Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3. 1 was the most stable. 3 was second. Leon A was decent. Claire A was a disaster. Like, that game just crashes if you try to fuck around. Yeah, baby. Yo, can we shoot down the stairs with this shit? This is definitely the most interesting, because it's... Oops. Because you... Because everything else kind of aims the same way. Like, it's just an auto-aim. It doesn't change your perspective. Like, it's so eerie to see the house like this. Let's ride, baby. Alright. We have our proof. Save state. And roll. Okay. But when does that, like, creepy music start to play? Like, oh! Bitch! This thing's kind of weak. Oh, because I clicked out of it. That's why I'm so glad you're here. It says it's capturing, though. In OBS. Is it just dark? Could have froze. Sometimes this game can just get so fucking dark. Ah, this is so cool. Nice view. I've always wanted to look off this bridge. Look at that view, bro. Woo! Wee! Nice one. They picked a good spot to put their house. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. It's a foggy day. I wonder if my internet's trash or like my upload speeds or something. I've definitely had people tell me that before. I'm also streaming on YouTube today for once. Welcome, everybody. Hello, YouTube. Oh, it's sick to see. Somebody on YouTube, go ahead and write into the chat. Let me test if my chat's working on YouTube. Look at that. That's so cool to see outside this window. I guess you always could. There we go. The YouTube chat's working. Bro, dude, man, bro. Oh, let's check the item box. Does this change at all? Clean slate. I don't know. Probably some chick. I'm just waiting for this. You know what's scaring me? Is that, I'm almost positive that when you pick up the, when you pick up that last proof just now, I think it's supposed to start that music. Or does it start out here? This is those gaps in my brain where I just don't know. the game very well. It's for sure supposed to be playing right now. So I'm pretty sure we're fucked. Have a good time at the gym, bro. Thanks for popping in. Man, I never knew this was just a small little bricked-in area. I'm definitely, like, getting a better perspective of what these rooms actually were. Because with fixed camera angles, it hides what you're not supposed to see. So it's interesting to just, like, look around a little bit. I appreciated the first-person mod, but it was a little jank in some ways. But generally, like, the rooms are just a lot smaller than I picture. It's cool, though. They still, like, design the room and everything, even though you're never supposed to see it. So I'm definitely thinking that we're fucked. All right, so I wasn't able to put this proof in last time. Come here. We're totally boned. All right. And then we have the Air Force proof, so we need the Army proof. We need the Navy proof. That's awesome, man. Congrats on that. All right, so I'm feeling not hopeful right now because the music hasn't changed. And usually there's an environmental change to indicate that you can use an item. Oh, it worked. Never mind. We should be good. Now, okay, now it gets interesting. So the plates are in place. Let me save state. And give myself the airport, the lever. The control lever. Let's get the airport key. Oh, shit. All right, there's the airport key. Let's get the lever. Let's get a... That's it, right? And then herb. Let's get Sniper rifle. Yeah, that's looking good. This trainer tool doesn't have an option to, yet anyway, to affect the special item slot for the lighter and the lockpick. If we can't enter the plane, I'll load the save state and enter. But there's supposed to be like dramatic music playing right now that's not, so that scares me. I know it will start. Oh, you know what? I have the airport key. I don't have to come in here. But I'm definitely assuming we have to raise the bridge. Although it's possible we might not have to. Maybe the flag is like getting the airport key or fighting the tyrant or something. I know that going through this shutter right now starts music, but it's going to be the battle mode music. It's wrong. But this is a good sign, because it let me put the third proof in. Originally, it didn't let me do that. Maybe this is the music that plays. About to fight Tyrant with the damn sniper rifle.
5 minutes until detonation.
We at least know that that the emblems are in place.
I will not allow you fools to escape.
The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately.
Be crazy to trigger the worm right now with this timer going off.
System has been activated. All personnel evacuate.
Damn, this rips Tyrant apart. Look at the blood. Destroyed him. All right, fingers crossed that we can actually get on the plane this time.
All personnel evacuate immediately.
Fingers crossed. I'm feeling hopeful because it let me put the last proof in. I do really want to see if we can skip raising the bridge. Like if the game really cares if the bridge is up or not, or if it cares that you have to get the airport key. Then Steve will be like, fuck it. I'll drive right through that bridge.
All personnel evacuate immediately. The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately.
What a way to enter a facility using a damn submarine.
System has been activated. All personnel
All right, fingers crossed. Please work.
The
Bum,
self-destruct
ba-da-da,
system
bum.
has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately.
The proofs are in place.
The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately.
God damn it. It doesn't work.
The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate.
Something seems to be missing, so it's... It's going pretty good. Just, I'm stuck right now because I can't figure out what the flag is in the game that allows me to enter the plane. Could it be... I was able to sort out how to get the proof in. But what actually activates the airplane system? I made a trainer tool today that lets me change my inventory and put any items in my items in. So I'm searching for flags basically by giving myself items and seeing where I hit a roadblock, and then sort of backtracking and seeing what I need to do to make it move. And I'd love to see your cutscene, Skip. Is it available to download? Man, so what the fuck makes it... What makes... Yeah. I definitely want to give it a try. Honestly, that's the worst part of Dino Crisis, is that you have to watch an hour of cutscenes just to start the damn game. Other than that, it's fantastic. And you would think it came out around the time RE3. Like, they would have had that figured out by then, but nope. Guys, I'm stuck right now. If you're a CVX fan, give me a hint. And I'll explain it in a second what's going on. Hey Vulcan, how you doing, buddy? I know you're a CVX fan. So I made a tool that lets me change my inventory, put any item in there, and I'm basically seeing how I can get through the game just by giving myself all the keys, right? So originally, I gave myself all the proofs, and the first two worked. You got it. Sequence break. The first two proofs worked. The third one wouldn't let me insert it. So I physically got it from the house, and now it lets me insert it. But I don't know what would be the flag to let me actually power this system on. Is there some switch we have to hit? I'm thinking it's... Is it the switch where we get the second proof? In that room where you can use the camera to look at the painting on the wall? I don't know this game very well, so, like, I generally know what keys I need to get and where, but I can't really think of, like, what the nuanced stuff would be. There's something that activates the switch. I really want to see, too, if we don't have to raise the bridge. Alright, so my hunch here is that we start exploring the facility a little bit. Alright, so... let's open this. No, that is a flag, Vulcan. So that's the flag for actually being able to insert the final proof. If you don't go to the creepy mansion and do that attic part where you pick it up, then you can't insert it. So now I'm looking for the flag that actually is before that allows you to fire up the computer that's next to the airport elevator. And I'm thinking it's in the facility where you pick up the second proof. So let's go there. Appreciate you guys watching this with me and giving me some ideas. Thank you so much. Let's do... It's been cool, too, using weapons that you're not supposed to have yet. The sniper rifle, submachine guns, assault rifle. The shotgun's dookie in this game, for sure, though. The Lugers, that was cool. Alright. Alright. Okay, let's go to the facility. And I think we're going to need the biohazard card to open the shutter. That's what I was using to make this tool. Okay, facility. It's tough for me to understand, though, like, what the flags are, you know? These older games are just so crazy to look at. Yeah, let me know how I can test your dino skip. That's sick, man. Oh, okay. It do be doing that. I think I'm just dropping frames, honestly. Alright, so is it the biohazard card? So it lets me use the biohazard card before the whole lockdown shit. Right. So it didn't actually trigger, which was my first indicator that something wasn't going to work right because the sounds weren't playing. It did eventually trigger when I got into the elevator just before the tyrant fight, but it's supposed to start when you're coming from that house. Oh, you can't even... It was just a red light. You can't even shoot back at him. She could take a sniper shot like nobody's business, though. Yeah, so in this case, it triggered the countdown and the music, because I guess the music wasn't playing. It was the same music as the battle game, though. Is that normal? Alright, so normally we have to do this whole thing here with the elevator and the banner snatch thing. Let's see if we can use the blue card and go down here. Okay. Ah. This is funny. See how it's saying, like, you can't go this way, you have to stay on task? When I was doing a sequence break with Chris in RE1, when I took hold of Rebecca, I was trying to, like, play the game as her, and I basically ran into these barriers where I couldn't leave the mansion. I guess I'm just gonna have to do this, right? There's no other way really around. Oop, save room. There's that rat. The secret character. Sub-Z's. Oh, shit. Oh. Guess I gotta kill this guy too? Or is it this? Oh. Your guess is as good as Eddie Vulcan. Like, I'm thinking it's the proof. Because that's where you... Is that where you see Wesker? I don't know. I'm just gonna get there and see. That's my hunch right now. And I'll follow that for a minute. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Now I gotta play a stupid ass Steve.
They weren't even worth wasting the ammo needed to kill them.
You think inputting the password were you here when I was explaining like where I'm stuck at now, Straw? Like what the next choke point's been? Because I'm a little further in now. I got stuck in like a different way. So now I had to go up to the mansion to get the proof, and it's all good. I just wasn't grabbing the silver key to make the bed collapse. So then that's what fixed that part. Now it lets me put the 3 proofs in, but the system's not powered on. It's like not letting me actually hit the button to make it move. So now I'm trying to find the flag that like powers the machine on. And I'm thinking it could be when you go into this room. Wait, what's the card I need called? Is it that? I'm thinking now, is it this? Like you grab this. There he is. Oh, I know what's freezing my game, though. When I click back into it to save state. There we go. Yeah, this shit sucks, dude. Alright, but now, like, my curiosity is getting the best of me. Ah, okay. I wanted to see if we can go into the room with the painting where Chris usually gets to put the tank and slide the trap door open. I wonder if Claire can do that. Now I gotta fucking talk to this guy. I want to see if Claire can go to the Chris areas, basically. Father. So the tank, you the flag for when you return. Return from where, do you think? Hold on, let me just have some fun real quick and just see if Claire can do any of the Chris stuff. father. So this is obviously no-go. See, it's actually just blocked off. It's so funny using this fucking gun. All right, let's see if she can do anything in here. All right, so it's the painting, right? Oh, what's the item called though? Because it's not called painting. Skeleton picture. It's been very good about letting me use the items. It could be picking up this damn key. I don't know what the trigger might be. But you know what I'm gonna do real quick? Put that tank in there. Crash. Oh. Damn. I'm sure when you start to play as Chris, it's like a whole new map. That would have been so sick though to be able to do that. How about the doorknob room? You think getting the gold key is the flag to power the system? All right. Because there's no actual thing you do in the game to power the computer, as far as I can remember. I will. My curiosity got the best of me. Because now I want to see. Ooh, I don't know if I can go through the shutter right now. Yeah, you gotta go around. Just gotta find out what the hell the game wants to see to power on the airport elevator. What does the game need to see to power on the airplane elevator? Vulcan said he was thinking it could be something in the prison. For anyone just tuning in, I'm using a trainer that I created today that you can put items in your inventory to try and skip through the game. And I'm stuck right now at the airplane. I was able to put the proofs in, but it's not actually let me... Something seems to be missing. Like it... I don't know if you just have to pick the proofs up. So, just trying to figure that out. Because there's that Wesker cutscene that plays. Could be the painting room. We get the piano roll from the torture area. And then we get the ant objects from the casino room and the painting room. That would be my thought of what actually moves the game forward. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. Yeah, once you learn what that, like, one thing is, I probably don't have to do a lot of the other stuff. Straw was saying to input the password on the key on the computer, so let's try that. It was a good sign that the zombies showed up. Like, clearly the game is advancing. It's that style. Did I even have the fucking gold key? Bum 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 bum. Oops. Bum 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 bum. Meow, meow, meow. What up, Dave? How you doing, buddy? Meow, 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 meow. Another fudge bar ice cream, huh? You gotta go in for a second, huh? Good for you, man. Sounded pretty fantastic. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, when I click in and out of the emulator, it does that.
Resident Evil.
You know what I'm saying? All right. Let's try that. Hey, Darkane, how you doing, man? Thanks, man. I've been definitely putting some time and just trying different types of content and stuff. Working on this one now, because I'm stuck. I can't figure out what the flag is that allows me to enter the airplane. So I'm stuck right now, brother. I clicked on that, but it didn't... I'll go back and look. Have Steve there. Ah, okay. Right now I'm going to try to use the blue emblem early. It's like, when does Steve actually start to join you and walk with you? Like and like when you show up with that final proof, he's like there clicking on the computer or some shit.
Please deposit any metallic items you have in the security box.
So I definitely see him in the house when we get the final proof, and there's like the scene with Alfred and the wig and shit. I see him there. Yo, the sniper's not metal. We just got our hack. I guess it ain't metal. I love finding out shit like that, because they're like, this gun's never gonna be here. There were some keys I had in my inventory that also apparently weren't metal. You could tell when, like, some of the game was already made, and then they started working on, like, later parts of the game. And didn't, like, worry about, like, a metal yes or no toggle. All right, people. Let's see if we can go to the torture chamber early. This thing is so weak. Except when you do a fucking headshot. Alright. This seems to be the flag to use to be able to unlock the next door. But I'm gonna fuck around in here real quick. Oh. Yeah, every time I fucking click out of the game. PCSX or whatever doesn't... No zombies. Oh, shit. uh... There we go. Chris Redfield. Don't shoot that damn barrel, girl. It's interesting, like the zombies are still, they're over here. They're not in that little door area popping out. The sniper only playthrough, the new run. It's tough to use. Like, you gotta definitely be practiced. Giving me some ideas. The linear launcher is unlockable, right? Like, can you unlock that and use it in the regular game? Or is it only unlockable for the battle game? I can't remember. Yeah. Sniper only is hilarious. I was trying to aim at Alfred when there's that scene where he's like following his laser pointer on you and you gotta run up the stairs. So I aimed up there at him and it's just a red light. It's funny what shit's just not there. When it doesn't have to be. There's apparently special alloy alternative. Those are somehow different. So it sounds like there's something that's gotta move Steve to that section so he can power on the airplane. So what is it, bro? It's already powered on before the timer and the bridge is down and shit. Like, you're normally able to get into the plane. So Steve can tell you that the bridge is down. So something's moving Steve to that airport room. Oh, and you see him... Okay. There's a lot that happens after you get the final proof that's not triggering. Yeah, what up, Riz? You like that sniper, huh? As it clicks empty. Let you get a good look at the map. I know, I got infinite ammo. Yeah, the cutscene with Steve and Alfred plays normally. Oh. It has been fun using it. The cool thing is it's easy enough to whip up, you know. It's not too bad to set up. It's so hard to use on anything but Nosferatu. Because Nosferatu just kind of like shuffles along. I don't know why I keep giving myself the blue herb. I know. I better do it before someone steals it, bro. All right. there's a cutscene that's supposed to play where you and Steve meet up outside the palace, and you see some airplanes flying overhead. And I could have just missed it because I tried to go do the bridge shit. Meow, 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 meow.
This must be.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Oops, I did it again. Yeah, I think this music's supposed to change here, but maybe not. Da-da-da-da-da-da. She's quick with the draw. Something's fucked up, that's for sure. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Yeah, definitely hit this switch, that's for sure. God damn. What the fuck, the bat's up with the linear launcher. Okay, so I did hit the switch to move the lift over. But something's stopping this last one from working. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. I don't know. I'm gonna have to do some more research to find out, like... I'm gonna have to basically... play the game with all the keys. And see if that works. Like, still do the puzzles, still pick up the proofs. Because right now, like, our next choke point is, like, we get all the proofs, but they're not activating the elevator to the airplane. It lets me put them all in, but then when you try to hit the switch, it's as if something's missing. You're missing a proof. And we know we're not seeing the cutscene where Steve and you meet up here and see the airplane fly overhead. So there's clearly a step or multiple steps missing that aren't allowing us to progress. So I don't know. I'll have to test more and see. Yeah. Let's see. And they may have to be done in order. Like, we went ahead to the palace and got the Air Force proof before any of the other proofs. So we literally got the third and last proof before the other two. So I don't know. All right, y'all. I'll do some research, but thanks for watching and everybody who chatted in and gave me some advice here. But we'll figure it out. Find out what it takes. Thanks for watching, everybody. Peace.